Ten years ago, we saw an opportunity to change respiratory care forever. We wanted to make ventilation visible. Now that this vision has become a reality, Dräger is opening a new chapter in the history of medical technology.
Today, mechanical ventilation of the critically ill patient presents a challenge related to the coexistence of inhomogeneous properties in the sick patient's lungs. The problem is that there is no way to determine at the bedside what is happening in the different lung regions. This makes it hard to provide therapy which addresses the different lung conditions. That's where our new device, PulmoVista 500, comes into play.
To date, the application of electrical impedance tomography has been largely focused on the research environment. However, PulmoVista 500, an electrical impedance tomograph from Dräger, has been designed for clinical use at the bedside. This non-invasive device determines ventilation-related impedance changes within a cross-section of the chest, thus providing valuable information on the regional distribution of ventilation. Or to put it more simple, with PulmoVista 500, you can dynamically see what's happening in the different regions of your patient's lung.
It's the live images that really make PulmoVista 500 so revolutionary. You can get a continuous live image of the lung for up to 24 hours in an ICU by just attaching the electrode belt to the patient. This kind of dynamic, continuous bedside monitoring shows that we have made a big step forward when it comes to guiding ventilation.
When I first got my hands on the new PulmoVista 500 and was able to use it in the patient, I was amazed at what I could see suddenly. It was like a new world. We had a patient on ventilator and we did some changes to the ventilation and we could immediately see what happened. And this was a totally new view of what was going on in the lungs. And I'm sure that when we are going to use it in everyday clinical practice, we will have a new understanding of how to set the ventilator.
Belief in our vision was really the driving force behind the development of PulmoVista 500. We knew that if we could gather the expertise and knowledge of the right people, mathematicians, electronic engineers, software developers, mechanical engineers, as well as a wide network of clinical partners into one place, we could complete the development. Bringing all the information and skill together and converting it into a medical product requires an enormous amount of determination and patience, as well as our high-quality production and assembly. These things are really setting Dräger apart.
The intensive care unit is a demanding environment. The team is busy and there's often limited time available. So we have to ask ourselves, what is the value of a big leap forward in technology if the technology is just too complicated to be used in clinical routine? That is why usability of PulmoVista 500 is as important to us as its functionality. A great example of improved usability is our electrode belt. When we had to apply 16 single ECG electrodes, it used to take about 20 minutes to get measurements started. But now, with a new electrode belt, the clinician can start measurements within just a few minutes.
During the field test phase of the PulmoVista 500, we had a very severe case of respiratory failure in a young patient. And we didn't really know what was wrong with his ventilation. So we connected him to the EIT device and we could find out the situation and increase PEEP to such levels which we would never have dared without seeing what was going on. And in the end, PulmoVista 500 had a great share in helping us saving that patient's life.
we've made a huge leap ahead. Current ventilation monitoring does not provide information about the regional distribution of ventilation. With PulmoVista 500, it's like moving from black and white photography to high-resolution video. You not only get detailed information, you get continuous information right at the bedside where it is needed to guide ventilation therapy.
EIT has the potential to help guiding ventilation therapy in patients with serious pulmonary diseases. EIT is suitable for bedside monitoring of tidal impedance or regional compliance during decremental PEEP steps, thus helping to optimize ventilator settings in individual patients.
Knowing that you have achieved something that may help save lives is a great feeling, one that makes you really proud of your job. And that's what we work hard for every day at Dräger.